Okay, you could see only a portion of my LDP board here, not the entire thing. But you can assume like why I am buying a new grip tape. So this dot is not going to go off from my grip tape. This grip tape was bought on January. It did good. It is doing good for a certain major portions. It is coming off, and you could see all the abrasives have gone here. This is where I place my back foot. This was little soft to my taste, but it did the job. I was not slipping anyways, but it was not sticking properly to the edges, especially to the back end and the front end. Okay, will I be able to show you guys? No. Yes. Okay, so that's why I felt like in the past few rides I felt like it wasn't gripping enough. I thought I'll change this. I did make a video of changing this red grip tape before, and that was posted on my Instagram. And coming on to the rear side, if you remember my LDP board, it has held up pretty well. The reflections of the epoxy says that the epoxy is sticking pretty well to my board. Okay, so that's my little painting with the oil paint. And I knocked off these two hardware tools, these screws. Okay, what happens is like when I'm riding, if it kind of loosens up a little bit, what happens is like this is a steel frame, right? And I'm a big size rider. When I'm riding and when I'm trying to push, the board might shake or move, rake a little bit, which you can't identify with the vibrations that is coming from the tarmac that you're riding, so you won't know. And what it will happen is it'll crack, it'll knock off the hardwares easily, because they are not as strong as the steel metal that you see here. Okay, so these are steel, carbon steel, but not as strong as the ones that you see here in the frame, the fork. Okay, and sometimes these hardwares get knocked off when I go over the speed bumps. I might think like these 110 mm wheels would climb the sorry, that's making some noise. So that would climb the speed bumps easily, but actually it may not. Speed bumps would the tarmac of the speed bumps would actually hit these hardwares, and steel being the strongest element in the frame, it'll knock off. If it was the case of this wooden deck wherein like I have top mounted straight away the hardwares, in that case this will bend. Okay, it will not break, but it will bend, or punch in, sink into the deck easily, or the platform easily. Since this is being a steel frame, steel fork, it's breaking off. I might have broken at least 8 of them, a pair of hardwares by now. So I thought like I'll change them also and take it for a spin tomorrow. So that's my idea. And there is a due for me to change the kingpin nut and the cup washers as well, but they're holding up pretty good. They are tight, strong, but I couldn't find a separate kingpin nut. I want spares of 5 or 6 or 7 of them, but Piso skateboards are selling only kingpin and the kingpin nuts, not the kingpin nuts alone, so you understand. If you want, I can change the cup washers and keep it fresh and leave the rusted kingpin because it's going to last for some time. But otherwise I can go on like this, and all of them are Piso's Piso skateboard products. So I'm going to go change the grip tape on my LDP board and install the hardwares which was broken. Sorry, I've been hitting the frame and the camera stand and not quite often. It's a very big board, 40 inches. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to change that. And since I have applied the grip tape in a fashion that I can't access the hardwares, I have to peel it to access the hardware. So I'm going to peel them and apply the new one. Okay, so peace. Okay, so I do have the old hardwares which was kind of damaged. You remember when I built this LDB board, we were trying to mount the trucks on and off quite often to test if the holes were good, or like if the forks angle was good. When I was building this LDB board, if you see or recollect my video series, you will know I knocked off few bolts, and few of them are like this. They don't have screw threads for a longer length, and they have screw threads only at the end. And these are pretty big, 1.5 inch, not 1.25. So I was worried, like, if I have to employ these, because these won't hold them tightly, I might have to use some razors, which I don't have right now. I mean, like, I don't want to use it right now. There are few, and which has the threads entirely, but it has this kind of caps. I got to cut them off. It's not easy. They don't come off easily. Trust me, I've tried this before, and the threads are not perfect. So that's why I needed some new hardwares, for this. And so these are my skate tools. Okay, I've got bunch of bushings with me. Those are waterborne adapters bushings, square type. I haven't changed the bushings in my LDP board since I actually made this. It's like, when did I make it? 2021, right? January. Since then I did not change my bushings at all. Never. Not even once. These are good. Piso's bushings are pretty good actually. Not even the pivot cups. They are pretty good actually. So seems like I got a set of cup washers. Hope you can see it. I'll change the rusted ones and leave the kingpin which is rusted and be there. Okay, this is probably a maintenance video, and this I don't use it anymore. Remember my very beginning video, wherein I bought some cheap bushings which was supposed to be on the Bajaj cruiser motorcycle, on their handlebars. These doesn't work, so this will actually squeeze bad, so I'm not using them anymore. I'm using all the bushings which are 100A from Piso skateboards, which is about 350 bucks. Okay, so I don't have to change the bushings right now. All I have to do is change the cup washer, couple of nuts, not this one. I'll have to find a different one or use the new ones, and use the new ones. Okay, it's like that. I do have the waterborne skateboards, half-inch hardwares, but these are steel. Okay, pretty strong ones, but I can't use it. I need at least 1.25 inch of length, and risers from my old boards, which are right there under the keyboard. I got to put them back, so that's why I can't use them again. So I'm going to find what is required, and what I'm going for is a kingpin right now. Stuff regarding kingpin and tools for tightening these nuts and bolts. I want that star Allen key. I'm going to look for that, fix it, and get back to you guys. Peace. Okay, after removing the grip tape, I took the liberty a little bit to use some hand wash soap water, diluted hand wash water, to clean the surface a little bit from the mud and dust and everything that was there, and a few of the things that came off from the brush and got stuck onto the deck or the platform. Took the liberty to clean them, let them dry, sit for some time. In the meanwhile, I'm trying to remove the broken ones. The last one is pretty stuck inside. Okay, I don't think so I'll be able to remove it in camera, but I need to remove these two, and these two are good, but this one sunk in pretty bad, so probably I might have to readjust that. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix 2 knots and I'll apply the grip tape. Peace. Okay, tilted my board to the side and using this sharp tool on the tester to push it up. See, it comes out easily. Broken nut. This is still be used for any other purpose which needs smaller nuts. I removed the one which was totally sinking in. Looks like it's a bead. See, the threads are gone on the one side. Totally a bead. This would have been broken in another ride. This also means like why I was not able to push efficiently in the end, towards the end of my ride last ride. It's because like my power is not entirely transferred efficiently to the wheels because the bolts were not there. There were only 2 and it was not proper. So anyways, I have this habit of greasing the nuts even before, new or old, before I put them inside. So that's what I did. I greased them up and I'm gonna install them now. Okay, installation is pretty easy, like how things work. Nut and screw. Only thing is like there's going to be a deck in between these, nut and bolt. Okay, as simple as that. And I'm going to use my skate tool. Remember the rule: lefty loosey, righty tighty. So peace. All the 3 have been put, replaced and tightened. 3 was greased and this one was not. Okay, and now I'm planning to replace the cup washers on the front truck on the kingpin. Peace. Since the nuts and bolts are done, let's go remove the kingpin now. If you're watching this for the first time, you remember, depending upon the sides that you're holding, one side is for the kingpin, one side is for the axle nut, and one side is for the hardware nut. Okay, so right now we are using the kingpin side. Oh, it's pretty tight, dude. I do not know if I can do it in camera. Yeah, I did it. Just removing the kingpin. Okay, you might have seen these videos somewhere, or even I would have done it in my previous videos. Okay, so it's just for the people who are coming new to this channel, like if they won't know like whether that part of changing stuff came in between a video. It could have, I would have done it in between a series. You won't know like which part that was, because like I wasn't giving any chapter names or anything. Now you got to remove your hanger for this, because I'm thinking of changing this too, but I don't think I'll need one right now. That's what it looks like. When I grab them by my hand, that's the hanger, okay, and the pivot cup. Let me check. Oh, the pivot cup is beaten, dude. Okay, probably I might have to change the pivot cup. Okay, this gives me a chance to change the pivot cup. That's like 2000 kilometers. Yeah, these are natural causes. You can expect that to happen. Okay, the pivot cup has come off, but if you check this, these are pretty durable, strong actually, even when the side have been corroded a little bit, even with the kingpin. So what it feels like is, these are like wood now. This is beaten, this is gone. Okay, probably I might have to change the bushing, and I'm going to leave these kingpin nuts in the cup washer as it is, but I'll coat it with some grease. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, peace, I'll come back. Okay, got these pair cone bushings here, and this one is a beat, and I'm going to change the pivot cup, which is gone. Okay, there's a hole in it. I didn't know. I think I'm going to keep the barrel, which is strong like a wood anyways. Yeah, this is on the front fork. Okay, and I'm going to take some little grease and apply it on the cup washer, so that the wetness or the moisture doesn't affect it. Okay, so certain things with skating or photography, you got to keep repeating them until it has gotten some proper reach. Probably the experienced people who are watching your channel might feel like it's amateuristic, but you are actually doing a good thing when you repeat certain things. I also feel like wonderful novels like Ponniyin Selvan, have to be made as a movie, every 50 years or so that people would know about such wonderful literature work. Not only with Ponniyin Selvan, but also many other literature works that is there. After 50 years, they got to remake the Harry Potter once again, so that people have a different perspective, and new actors, new kids would know about it. As if Harry Potter is still a craze, then the Narnia tales, all those things. Okay, this is pretty much done. So we're going to go with the order: the bigger cup washer, a barrel, then goes the pivot cup over there. I'm not greasing that, just the leftover grease that is there, I'm applying it on it. Put the hanger, then your cones, and then goes your invert the cup washer here. So invert it, and then goes your kingpin. Okay, and tighten it to your liking. Not too loose, not too tight, because you need to be able to turn your board, but also it should be stable enough when you're going on a downhill. This hanger, it should not wiggle. You might fall if you're going on a downhill, and if it is too fast. Remember, like, because of the body weight ratio, bicycle cannot handle higher speeds unless it is designed properly. I have seen a video of a bicycle hanging over to a high-speed vehicle, probably an airplane or something, and he was able to ride around 250 miles per hour. 200 miles per hour at least, or 250 kilometer per hour. So I'm just tightening to a level wherein like the kingpin is like just half of a millimeter lower. So that's done. So we have fixed a lot of things here. I'll be oiling my bearings a little bit after this, and I will have to apply the grip tape. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Peace. Okay, I've removed most of the things out of my scene, and the only thing what I expected is like I was about to replace these cup washers with the new ones, but I didn't do it. Just let the old ones be. Okay, and we changed the pivot cups. Okay, and this is the maximum view I could get it for you. With the deck, you are almost seeing the entire deck right now. This is 28 inches. Okay, so I've cleaned that up. It's fairly dry. Yeah, epoxy is gone a little bit, but it's okay. I'm going to leave it that way because I have to replace it with a good epoxy. Like I've been using a epoxy which was used in the art class, wherein like people will cover their oil painting with such thin coating of epoxy. It's a very thin epoxy as well. So I needed some thicker epoxy so that it could stay for a long time. So here is the grip tape, and my board is like almost 9 inches. So this is close to 9 inches, not exactly 9 inches. So this sides of this grip tape would definitely cover that. And being 28 inch and this grip tape is 30 inch, so it could easily sit on this properly. And yeah, this is perforated, so it's going to work. And take a look at this logo, pretty good. Okay, so it's nice. They have given a tape to peel the sticker that is sticking on to the grips, but that wasn't much useful here, so got to use it in a different way. Okay, so this is how you go about it, or you could paste it, you peel a little bit and you paste a little bit. You could go to that fashion, or like in my case I'm just holding it with my hands straight away and feeling the edges and dropping it straight away onto the deck. Yeah, normally you don't do this with your excuse me. That was the cutting player which was holding the wheels from rolling out. Yeah, in between I took the liberty to go outside and get the cutting pliers. Okay, I'm gonna let the side stick, or like probably I might have to tear that also. Now I might have to score it. I'm gonna do it with my spanner. Okay, done. So you see the edges, right? That's what this is a very simple spanner, 10-11 spanner, and size 10 is the hardware tools nut. Okay, so that's done, and now you can go ahead and cut the grip tape to the board. You can always reserve a little bit, all the excess stuff, stick it back to the the peeled whatever paper that was, that could be useful if you're having a fingerboard. You could use this grip tape for the fingerboard. This is a job of a sloppy Joe. Oh, sorry. Okay, since this doesn't cover properly, so I got to cut it out by feel. Okay. Make sure you seal the edges properly, otherwise, it might start peeling from there. When you're riding and a little bit of water splashes get under the grip tape, it'll come off. So that's done. I'm doing it for the back side. You won't be able to see it completely, but it's just a simple cutting procedure, so you can imagine what would go on this, and you can forgive me for not able to show it to you entirely. Simple thing. I'm saving this, not for the fingerboard, just in case if I happen to get over a splash and that splash kinda gets under my grip tape and it kind of it's coming off, it's not sticking properly. In that case I could use the spare or a leftover little grip tape and put it properly over there so that it sticks and stays there. There is a grip tape onto the deck to cover it properly. Okay, now it's done. What you can do is you would use this and use a towel, a bottle like this, and use a towel and roll it out. I mean, doing the grip tape with day-to-day stuff, whatever you have it in your home, could do it. You can normally have the use the roller, do this job, or use this waste handle towel that is lying around in your home, and use a waste plastic bottle. By the way, this is where I had the ethanol to clean my bearings. I actually washed this bottle. The aluminum screws were forming some reactions along with the ethanol, and it was dirtying up the entire ethanol solution. So just because I left the after washing the nuts and bolts, the rust from the nuts and bolts was caught up in the ethanol, and that was causing reaction with the aluminum bowl. So I got to clean it. Looks like this has been pressed well. The grip tape is done. It's pretty good. It's nice, and I might have to take care of the edges a little bit, and it'll be all right. Like when I place my foot, and I keep placing my foot all the time, the edges will sit. That's how the old ones edges got seated properly. Right now it might be standing straight because it's a new grip tape, but when I start keeping my foot all the time, this will be all right. So that's my board. Its maintenance is done. All I have to do is I use this little oil called swing or oil. This is used for sewing machines, to lubricate the sewing machines. So I use this oil to grease my bearings. So I'm going to use 1 or 2 drops of this, grease the bearings. You know the procedure, just 1 or 2 drops, that will do, and I'll call it a day. Okay, if you want to see show you guys like how I do it, probably I'll show it in camera. If you want to know, I'll show it. Otherwise, this is nothing. It's pretty simple part. Just open the bottle. That's already good. See the number of rotations that I'm getting. It's already good. I don't need to do it. I have a refill, ballpoint pen refill, to drop just 1 or 2 drops of the oil. So just put that inside, drop it on the surface of the bearing, and that's it. And I will rotate this for the oil to spread evenly inside the bearing. Okay, that's how I apply it. Simple, and we call it a day. Okay, thank you. The temporary maintenance is done. Peace. Have a great day.